What made me want to coach here? Well, actually, I wasn't even sure where West Point was when I applied, and so it was a change. You know, it was definitely it was a change. I like change, and so my wife and I decided to jump in and go for it. The other piece of it was my first son, my oldest son, it was just born, and so we were kind of in the middle of running around, in California, ping-ponging between two jobs, and this seemed like something that might be a little different and, maybe a little more stable. So that was probably the biggest reason. Well, they're great kids. The fun part though is truly, you can dress them up, but they're still 18 to 21-year-olds. And so on any one day, coaching them is, not a whole lot different than coaching in California or wherever else. They're fun kids. These are bright kids, but that doesn't mean they don't make mistakes. But they're also, it's a driven group of guys. So that's been very rewarding because they've got like a drive to win and excel and to push themselves. So it was a really great fit for me because I'm kind of that way myself. Well, first of all, you kind of look at the strengths of your team, where you're going to need certain events and things like that. But beyond that, good people. I'll take good people, good quality people over talent any day. And so that's what I want. Honestly, you want somebody that's going to come in here, work hard, do everything that is required of them militarily, academically, and so forth. But at the end of the day, they got to be fun and they got to be good people, and that's what keeps me going. Oh, there's been a lot. Truly, there has been. Some of the things that have been fun, like our endowment, for example, has allowed me to work and really meet a lot of the alumni, which I wouldn't have normally had the opportunity to do so. That's been awesome. That's been really rewarding. Having some highlights and some great, athletic wins along the way has also clearly been like one of the great things as well. We've been pretty successful overall, and so those are probably the main things I would say. It's a fun place to work, and our administration is like awesome. It's refreshing. Well, probably my coach from California, Cal State. He definitely influenced me a lot, in how I work with people and just communicate and things like that. So that's been one of my, probably one of my leading, mentors. And then the guy that really gave me a chance, this guy named Rich Chu, he was the athletic director at San Jose State. He took a chance hiring me as a young kid, basically, to take over the program at San Jose State. And so, having that, chance really opened up a lot of doors for me. So I owe a lot to him. Drill, huh? Well, we have a bunch, and it depends a little bit on the events and things like that. But, the big thing is for these guys to be able to get through everything that's required of them and then to finish strong and do the required conditioning at the end. Because a lot of times, you think like, well, geez, you just worked out for 2.5 hours, you're good, but not really, not in this sport. It's like that extra little bit on the event's specific strength makes you much better, so. We got to keep winning. It's been fun, it's been a good ride, so we have to get a couple real good recruits, we're hoping, coming in this year. We have a super strong team this year, so we hope to win the conference again. This would be the third time in 5 years, and so we're trying to make that happen. And this year, there's a little pressure simply because we are indeed hosting the national championships in April, and it's unrewarding to not be there.